this whole entire video thing, now I know a couple of years ago I teased you about it, and and I used to say a lot of things that weren't positively true until I found recovery and started to make my life straight and narrow and honest. How did you get started in the video production? What enrolled you to do this camera shit and all this stuff you're doing now? Like,
well, I took television broadcasting in college, and I had the idea to make videos, but you need people to shoot, and I lived in Oshawa I didn't know anybody there. So if you don't know anybody, then you can't shoot. And all I had was Rhonda. Actually, Rhonda helped me graduate because my movie Night Watcher didn't turn out in college. Like it ate the tape on my last day of shooting. I had problems with people shooting that. They didn't show up. I used to travel 3 hours to get there on a train, and they wouldn't be there and stuff. So my last day of shooting, the tape got eaten, and I lost all my footage. So I took $150,000 worth of video equipment on the GO train with my brothers, and we went to Rhonda's house. And on the way there, I wrote a script, biography of Mike Leger. You can't get that wrong. So we shot that. I was like, Rhonda, I need you. Come in the hallway and be a host. So she was a host. Actually, I can actually put a clip on her because she did a pretty good job. So she was a host on the hallway, and I took like an hour and a half for her to get through it. And then I went and shot myself the next day, and then I took it to school and edited it for 10 hours, and I got A.
that's cool.
I would have otherwise failed college if I didn't.
So Rhonda helped you out.
Yeah.
And that would have been the lady that was on here a couple of other episodes ago, and she did the Avon products. That's his wonderful wife, and great supporter in his life, and it's really cool. They're really good people. I also have to note that you are also an avid comic book collector. I don't know, I see up here with the boxes on your shelf, 7 big boxes. How many comic books do you have, roughly? Off the top of your head.
I'd say a little bit over 2,000.
Really?
200. I lost a lot.
Have you ever had them praised? Because I noticed I've seen your comic books, read them, picked them up, checked them out, and they're mint condition. Like they're all on plastic and cardboard and stuff. Like, have you ever gotten them praised or?
Not really.
No.
Maybe in Wizard magazine you can see what it's worth if it's in good condition.
Yeah.
But with the presence of eBay, it doesn't really matter because you can get anything on there for.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Now you've got over 2,000 comic books, roughly. Your top 3 comic books, and who makes them? Like DC, Marvel.
I really only collect Marvel.
Oh, but because I see a few DC in there and other things.
Yeah, because my brother gave me a box.
Oh.
And he collected stuff like that, like Batman.
And this is the one that lost the finger?
Yeah, middle finger actually.
Well, pretty much used your imagination on how he lost the finger.
Yeah.
So,
That one over. Spider-Man, the X-Men, and probably Wolverine.
Wolverine. Now, is the Wolverine part of the X-Men?
Yeah, but
or did he just decide to branch out? Like,
he has his own book because he's one of the most popular characters.
Really? Okay, that's different. And I'm assuming with all the comic book movies that are coming out, you've seen them all. How many times did you go out and see Iron Man?
4 times.
Honestly, now?
Fantastic Four 4 times too.
Really? 4 times? Go see Iron Man. I know there's a lot of people on the internet probably went out to go see the movie 50 billion times in one day.
But I didn't see Punisher or the Hulk in the theater.
Yet.
No, I mean, the original Hulk, I didn't see it all. I saw it on the internet. I said, after this movie, I'm not watching it anymore on the internet because it ruined it for me. You know it was garbage anyway.
Oh, well, that's okay. Now, with this, how did you get to all of your videos online? Like, how do you get to all your videos online?
Well, I have 3 websites. ImaginaVerse.com, which you might be watching, is on there. Anyway.
And that's www.imaginaverse.com.
IMAGINAVERSE.com. Facebook.com under Mike Leger or Mike Bromley. Groups. Welfare Olympics. And my dad also has the As the World Learns. So you know, if you get to one of those, you'll see all the other ones I made. And YouTube under IVTV. I know there's more than one IVTV on there, but it's
just look for my face. You can't miss it.
Underscore. No, it's not underscore. I mean, it's like what's the opposite of capital letters?
Dash.
Small letters. Small letters. IVTV.
Lowercase.
Lowercase. That's it. Sometimes I can't think of the words.
Told you, complicated words.
Blah, 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 busy. Okay, under lowercase IVTV on YouTube.
Did you get something today?
Probably.
Yeah.
It's also late.
So that's it, eh? I also see that we're going to be doing a walking downtown and ask people questions. This is starting in July. How do you feel about that?
Well, originally I called it Q&A day, because I had to call it something, but you said Mike and Mike.
Walking and talking with Mike and Mike. Now that rocks.
I'm thinking about Mike Squared.
Mike Squared.
Even though we're not squared. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Mike Squared.
Yeah. M equals MC squared.
Yeah.
Oh!
Good one.
Bending.
Equals Mike Squared.
So anyways, this is where we go downtown and ask people random people questions. Pretty good questions, I hope. Another thing is that we're also going to be expanding this this news. Do you have any other great ideas that would be we can contribute to this, or what we should do, or what?
Expanding the news.
Well, I thought, aren't we going to be doing like cooking with Rhonda Hoff?
Oh, well, that's not expanding news. That's expanding video production. Period. Like
Yeah.
cooking with Rhonda Hoff, or Rhonda's Kitchen, whatever it's called.
And when will that be starting?
I tried to start it a couple of times, but there's always some crying kid in the background that wants my attention or wants my camera, so I have to do it while she's in daycare. You know, and when Rhonda wants to cook, you know, how to make hot dogs is not very exciting either. You know.
Yeah.
There you slop it in the water, turn it on, and it's done.
Interesting.
But you know, I mean, it's not going to be fancy schmancy, but we just had to add the right moments to do it.
That's good. So, yeah. So how do you feel about the IV News? Is it going good for you?
Well, it's going good because in 2006 it was only one camera, and it needed lots of lighting.
Yeah, I noticed the camera that you have here, this nice one. What is this?
It's a Canon Z64 or something.
So it's like 6,400 times fast, or what?
I think it's like, no, it's 720 pixels. I didn't really read about it.
720 some odd pixels. A lot better than 15.
Well, it says 1,000 times zoom on it, so.
And this camera over here,
That is,
isn't this the one from the Forest?
yeah.
Okay.
It's an antique.
It's an antique.
Same as laptop.
Okay. All right, people, that's all I have for time for tonight.
You should
if
do more.
you tune in for next week, we're going to have an interesting guest on the show. And eventually we're going to have Mike's boss on the show
That's next week.
for next week. So tune in for that. That'd be really cool. And also, I'd like to apologize for the way I looked and felt last Sunday. I had heat stroke, and it was very, very bad. Since I'm German and pale skinned, I paid the consequences of being in the sun all day, but I was enjoying the pool. Other words, turn in next week, and we'll see you then. Thanks. Have a great week.
What do you want? I don't dance. This is it.
Come on now.